Goliath. Yeah, I've been here before. I might have taken a few things and done a little questionable trading. Let's hope they have short memories.
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not? You should come with me. See something more than Goliath.
With all the wounded there are these days, we can hardly keep up.
That's more of a reason. If we keep doing the same things, this war won't end.
Nothing we can do will end this war.
Someone has to do something. Doing the same thing again and again, it's insane.
But what can be done that the warlords haven't done already?
We can take a risk. Isn't it more important that we win this war rather than how we win it? Come with me. I need someone to watch my back when I go look for some supplies. And I know I can trust you.
I can't leave. Stormson, Caldron is counting on me. And there are so many wounded.
You patch them up. I want to give people a chance to fight back. If I can pull this off, you will have fewer wounded to worry about. Why are people so blind? How can they stare at the same thing as you and yet see something so differently?
You think everyone should think the same way?
No, but if something is so obvious, why can't people see it? We're losing this war. Our enemies can see it, we can see it.
So, why won't anyone do anything about it?
It's not like there isn't a solution out there, a way we can win. But people stick to their old ways and new thinking be damned.
Something tells me your attitude could get you into trouble here.
You sound like Akira now. But I can't think like that. We'll never survive if we don't believe in change, and that means listening to the things that are wrong. That is why we're different from elves and clerics. If you stay here, incomer, you'll have to keep your views out there. I think Goliath's walls have narrowed the opinions of everyone who lives here.
Teach me something.
Sure.
I'll get you!
The berserkers reckon they can change the whole world with these things. What are they gonna change it into? A giant, enormous plant thing?
Stop. Not another step if you value your life.
I value it.
Commander Jax, they said you were dead. Executed.
They tried. They failed.
And so you live. So you're still Commander Jax, Alb servant of the Hydra? Or has a near-death experience brought you to your senses?
I am not an enemy of the Separatists.
No? Then why are you here? It looks like you're no longer taking Elex. But does that mean you've joined the fight against Zakor?
They tried to kill me. I'm owed some revenge.
So, you've swapped sides too. But just because you're free doesn't mean you're not a threat. 5 minutes with the free people teaches you that emotions don't make people less dangerous. Strange, isn't it? On this side, free from Elex and from control. And where you've gone, some of us are trying to follow. We want to be free from Elex, eventually. We want to stop the Ice Palace from making a mistake.
How did you escape from the other Alps?
We didn't set out to become separatists. We were part of a commando unit. Our mission hit problems and we were cut off from Zakor. After a while, we began to run out of supplies, including Elex. It wasn't long before we started to dream, to feel. Elex Parsec noticed it first. He sent out patrols to locate possible sources of Elex, but it was too late. Eventually, our unit got round the enemy and returned to Zakor. But we had changed. We realized we wanted to think. We no longer wanted to be controlled by the Alb directive.
What happened?
We escaped and made it out here. We knew Parsec and the other Elexitors would see it as treason, but we had already seen too much without Elex to blind us. The Albs are bringing about their own downfall. They're slaves with Elex there to control them. Escaping and joining the Separatists was the only logical course of action. In order to save the Albs, the Elexitors must resign, and the old directive must be followed. I still believe the Albs can become more than we are. But we can't do it alone, and we can't save this planet by subjugating and killing everyone else.
What do you think of the free people?
There must be another way to get Elex than to extract it from living people. Well, we think that the Albs will win someday. But what then? What happens when there is no more Elex? What happens when we have used all the resources? We fear that could mean the downfall of us all.
You really want to give up Elex?
Yes. We don't want to poison ourselves anymore. We still take it, but we control it. It doesn't control us.
You really think you're in control?
Would I speak out against the Elexitors if it wasn't true? We're helping each other. We're keeping our strength and our free will.
Keep taking Elex, and the free people will see you as Albs.
The Outlaws have their Kens, their Berserkers, their mana. How can this be seen as different? They can accept it. They must. It is in their best interests. But how are we to persuade them if we can't get you on our side? Are we able to trust you?
Can't you give up Elex if it would help you join another faction?
It is for each Alb to decide. And for now, we have decided to take it. We have to stand by their decision. We are free people now, and won't replace one ruler with another.
I don't owe the Elexitors anything.
You doubt their motives. Death will do that to a man. To a man. If that's what we both are now.
When did you last see Elexiter Calyx?
A long time ago. You both were on the battlefield fighting the free people.
What have you been doing here in the dam?
Hiding from the Elves, hiding from the free people, and wondering what will become of us. And we do it with fear. For the first time, we do it with fear.
Fear of what?
Death, mortality, the guilt that comes from remembering the things we've done. Some of us weren't born Elves. They are having it easier than those who were. But with that fear comes something else. Hope. Hope that our freedom means something. But unless we can find people, free people, who will work with us, then we don't stand a chance.
I could speak to the Berserkers.
Is there a Berserker you can trust? Someone who would work with us? If there is, please, talk to them for us. You know what we can do. Persuade them that they need us on their side, that we can help. We seek an alliance, not a fight.
What would you want in return?
To be treated like the other free people. The clerics have fought wars with the Berserkers, but they still speak to them. Some of them must understand that we deserve a chance. For that, we will work with them to stop the rule of Zakor.
If you say so. You're being hunted by Albs.
Parsec has sent a special forces unit to find us. They outnumber us, and they're better armed. Our old comrades are out to kill us.
I'll find the Albs who are hunting you.
There's a whole squad, at least 5 of them. Can you handle that?
Do you know where this special forces unit is?
Their last position was northwest of here. Since they don't know our strength, they'll follow protocol and wait there for reinforcements. And as we know, true Elves follow protocol. They will still be at that position.
Where can I find your headquarters?
I need to trust you more than I do before I'll tell you that. You have to help us first.
Jesus, the comet hardly left anything standing.
We didn't make it halfway. Ran out of fuel. So ditching the car and going on foot. The mountains. They're the real safe place. There's panic everywhere now. Everyone can see what is coming. The end of Magellan.
I took care of the Alps that were hunting you.
You took them on? On your own? Then we are fortunate the Albs made the mistake of trying to kill you. Who would have thought that we would fight shoulder to shoulder as defectors? Perhaps we can save more of our old comrades by fighting against them instead of alongside them.
In the light of the panic that has broken out in the last few hours, the corporation will provide you with emergency transport to bring you and your family to safety. I don't like saying it, but there is a high chance that law and order will break down completely as soon as the real truth is learned. There won't be many survivors, but the corporation will make sure that you are amongst them.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
I think we had better be careful here.
These seedlings, they're our true hope. I'm looking to make a trade.
And what brings you to me?
I've heard you're the person to talk to when you need something hard to get hold of.
Did Angrim send you? Look, I don't know where he gets these ideas about me.
I'm not here from Angrim. I need to buy a laser weapon, the sort the clerics use. I got hold of one recently, but then Hakon spotted it and confiscated it. Do you know how I can get hold of another one? And if you can get me one, can you get me, say, 3?
Are you insane? I don't know this man. I've never met him.
Keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, stranger. I've no idea what you're talking about. Trade? Me? I'm a solid, honest berserker. I don't know who told you what, but get lost before you get me exiled, or worse.
I'm going.
Why do you think you're losing the war?
You've seen the enemy. Owl raiders? Cleric mechs? Guns? We are the guardians of Magalan. It's our duty to win this war. Why does it matter how we win it? It's winning and choosing what we do afterwards that counts.
And how do you want to win?
In a fair fight, not with swords and superstition against energy weapons. If we've crossed the line and are prepared to kill a man, why question the way he was killed? Better to give up some of our principles than ask our warriors to give up their lives.
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not?
You're responsible for overseeing the pit, aren't you?
What's that to a hunter?
So you're responsible for all the Elex technology in Golia.
Why? Have you found something while you were out hunting?
Do you destroy everything that comes to you? Or do you ever try any of it out? And would you ever think of testing it in the field?
You mean give Elex weapons to someone to see if they work? Someone like you? It's an interesting idea. Say, why not meet me in the tavern later? I'll talk to you about it.
Sure, I can be in the tavern later. And I'll be buying.
Teach me something.
Yeah, will do.
You said something about a special job if I want to join you.
Correct. Then listen well. You must have sensed it out there. That things are changing. That something is happening. If we are going to survive and prosper, if we're to stand a chance against the Albs, I need to know what's going on there. That's where you come in. I need information about the other factions. Any information would be useful. But if you could bring me a report from the fort in Tavar, that would be very useful. So, be it the Outlaws, a trip to the Dome City in Abessa, or word from the clerics in Ignodon, I need information. Bring me a report from at least 2 cities.
That's a lot to ask.
You know your way around the wastelands. You've survived out there. So you have the skills I need. Plus, you aren't one of us. So you can blend in better with the other people. So if you want to join us, get going.
Why don't you send one of your people?
Sending a berserker might get the other factions worried. Or they simply might not talk to one of us. Or worse, talk, but lie. You, on the other hand, might get some proper answers. Now, I can give this job to someone else if you would prefer. But then you would be passing up the chance to prove yourself. The journey will have dangers, but if you stick to the path, you should reach the other cities alive. So, what will it be? Will you prove yourself? Impress me, and you will earn not just Elexit, but favor, promotion, honor. We don't trust the secrets of our magic to just anyone. If you want such rewards, you need to earn them.
I have brought you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I went to the fort.
Good. Then tell me your report on the outlaws.
The fort is well prepared for defense. They're not lacking weapons, and they seem determined to keep what they have.
And their state of mind? I'd hope the outlaw problem would solve itself by them tearing themselves apart.
They have similar numbers of people to you. It's true that they don't all agree, but their leader, the Duke, seems to have the outlaws under control.
Then I will need to think again about Tavar. I was hoping that they'd implode, leaving us with one less threat. But it seems we may not be so fortunate. Tavar is always safer when it's fighting itself. It leaves them less energy for fighting us. Thank you for your report.
I went to the Dome City in Abessa.
Any information about the other factions is useful. Tell me what you learned.
The people in the Dome City seem to want to remain neutral, but they are waiting to be attacked by the Alps. They know the war is coming.
I think they're short of supplies and feeling lost, leaderless, awaiting the axe to fall. The war has displaced a lot of refugees into Abessa, and there's a lot of argument over what to do with them and what they mean. That takes up most of their time. Thank you for your report.
About my support. What do I need to do?
Ask around the city. Help the people here, and they will give a good report of you to the warlord of their clan. Some are overburdened, or are doing things that are not in line with the law. Lend them a hand, and uphold our rules.
And that means...
Don't do anything forbidden by our laws. It is that simple.
How am I doing?
Drogue put in a good word for you. But you impressed the wrong man. Others have paid for taking his word before now. You will need more than his word to gain promotion. You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. You helped protect the seedlings from mutants. Born was grateful for the help you gave him with the harvest. He has spoken up for you. As I heard it, you uncovered an outlaw trading in forbidden technology. Ornir told me that you failed to help him deal with an outlaw he was worried about. My wife doesn't trust you. That doesn't give me confidence in your motives for being here. I've heard you helped the cleric escape from Goliath. And worse still, you involved my wife in this deception. How does that speak to your case? It seems you weren't able to find the stolen Elex for Caldron. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
Give me the Elex you're carrying.
I've already given you everything.
Don't bullshit me. Give me what you're hiding.
I'm not hiding anything. Really. You have everything I own.
But if you want to fight...
Put your weapons down.
I'll get you, asshole. I'm attacking.
That was a sensible decision. Thank you. Thank you. I'd been dead without you. Kalan be thanked for bringing you to me. May Kalan protect you, stranger.
A new wanderer in our midst. Welcome, vagabond.
Hello yourself.
Here we are in the most blessed corner of the world. Here amongst these rocks, away from the confusion of unbelievers. Here you can be free, at one with the world. I know it might not look like it, but life can be pretty good here. So, I bid you welcome, and offer you the chance to stay and join our happy community.
No thanks. I have other plans.
Of course you do. I hope they work out for you. I hope you have chosen your life plans well. Too many times I have seen people crushed as they watch their dreams die. But enough of that. What can I do for you?
You're pretty friendly for someone who has chosen to live in the middle of nowhere.
A dream brought me here. Not any chem-fueled vision. An honest dream of freedom preserved. And I want to share that dream with the world.
You're hiding something. Tell me what it is.
I'm not hiding anything. You can see all we have. We came here with nothing. Once we were Reavers, famous Reavers, but now we are settlers. There are many who offer freedom, only for you to find it to be a trap. But we aren't those people.
It sounds like you had a bad experience.
I fell for the lie that is Tavar. Oh, those outlaws sold the dream of freedom. Then they drowned it in blood. Blood. Scrap. Power and profit. That's all that drove Baxter and his men.
So you left?
Oh, you don't leave Baxter. You can't just walk out the door. We won his confidence. Persuaded him that we were going out on a raid and we made our escape. Baxter was used to people disappearing on raids. Casualties, you see. Of course, he sent loyal men to keep an eye on us. Those men. Those men we had to sacrifice so the rest of us could be free.
And have the outlaws come after you?
We've seen raiding parties, but we've hidden from them. Now Baxter's lost his seat in Tavar to the Duke. He'll be looking at getting his fort back, not worrying about a few escapees. He must have forgotten us by now. And so, if you like, you would be welcome to stay and relax here. You can learn more about us.
Thank you. I will stay.
There is no need to thank me. All are welcome here.
You're an Igniton. Why not join the clerics?
You think the clerics are free? They might offer safety, but in joining them, we would have swapped one set of chains for another. The only way our dream could become true was to begin our own community. While the other factions talk about being free, we want that to be true. We want to be free people.
Free. I hear that word so much. Yet look at these human ticks, feeding on scraps left by the factions.
And is everything going well here?
Freedom comes with a price. Sometimes literally, and we're short of shards. We need shards. But before that, we need to get our generator running. And that means finding the right components to repair it. But where to find the pieces we need out here, at the end of the world? We need some of those plastic string things you find in machines, but I don't know where you can find them.
I can find the components you need.
You can? You will? If you can find 5 electronic scrap piles, then you should be able to find the right plastic, metal string things. I had an expert look at it. He checked the generator over. And he said we needed those plastic and metal string things you find in machines. I don't know where you can find them.
I have the plastic strings you need.
You mean the wires? Great. As long as these are the right sort of plastic strings, wires, we should be in business. Well, it works. Shit, you know your components. Thanks for your expertise. You could make a living at this. Here, I haven't got shards, but this might come in handy.
Do you have anything to trade here? I'm looking to buy some survival packs of meat.
Yes, of course. We're good hunters. So, we have, hunting stuff to trade. Food, bits of animals, and the survival packs you mentioned.
I'll take some. They need supplies back at the Horde.
Yeah, no. You see, there is one problem. Animals seem to want the meat we've got. I mean, big, wild animals. We could fight them off with weapons, but, no weapon shops out here.
I thought you were good hunters.
Oh, we are. We're fierce. F-E-A... whatever. Fierce. But these animals are big. I mean, B-I-G. Big, right?
So, you need me to get you weapons?
Weapons? Shit, no. We can make them ourselves. We hunt. We trade. We're a community. So here's the deal. An old friend is coming to visit soon to sell me the gear we need to, I told him I'll have the shards by then. But I'm missing the shards we need. You help me, I help you. You've helped the community will work it out.
Is this enough for you to give me the supplies?
Not exactly, but keep the rest. I'll get my friend down to this amount. Get him to give a discount. Right, so, you can take what you need once you're in.
I'm in. You shouldn't have fought me.
Ignadon. One day, Magalan will swallow Kalan and all his followers. The sooner the better. Plants grown in shit. I can think of much better things to fill your stomach with.
You don't often meet other people here. So, do you want to tell me who you are and where you came from? Abessa or Ignadon?
From Ignadon.
Really? Tell me, did you happen to come across a suggester called Ragnar during your travels? He's out there searching for new recruits and was supposed to report here. But we've gone through an entire cycle here and haven't heard from him. So, have you seen Ragnar?
Yes.
Really? You know what he's been doing out there for so long?
Like you said already, he's looking for new recruits.
Good to know. Thank you for the information. So, with that out of the way, what brings you here?
Who are you?
My name is Egon. I'm a cleric legate from Ignadon, loyal to the Hort, unlike the other clerics here in Abessa. I mean, if the ones in the Domed City would lend a hand, end of problem.
Why won't the clerics here help you?
The clerics in the Domed City haven't been true clerics for some time now. They've started believing Abessa is a state. I've heard they're even letting Albs into their city. We're trying to protect Magalan from Albs, and they're busy setting up house with them.
Sounds like you don't get along too well with them. What are you doing here?
Force recon. We're making sure the Albs don't try to attack Ignadon through Abessa. Well, we were. We just lost one of our obs posts to Reavers. So the question is, do we stay or do we go? Until our commander decides if we're taking the post back or hightailing it home, our mission is on hold.
What are you doing out here? Are you looking to trade? Answer now, or I'll start to think you're one of those damned Reavers.
I'm not a Reaver.
Really? You have proof of that?
No.
No. I suppose you would. Then tell me what you're doing here.
Why are you here?
Force recon. We're keeping an eye on what's going on here in Abessa. We can't match the Alps for numbers. But if we can predict where they'll attack, then we can focus our forces where they are needed and make them pay. If we bloody their noses, it'll buy us time.
What do you mean, buying time?
So we'll stop them here before they can reach Ignadon. If all else fails, we'll draw them here and then blow the dam. Water will hit the Alps with the force of Kalan's fist, leaving none behind.
Won't flooding Abessa kill innocent people?
This is a war for the soul of Magalan. If we must sacrifice the few for the many, then so be it. We cannot allow ourselves to be weak in the face of this enemy. None of this counts for anything until we can bring these Reavers under control.
What's the problem with the Reavers?
Beyond their normal raiding, it's... well, one of their raids has put a hole in our plans. You see, the explosives on the dam need to be triggered by 2 key-coded detonators, so as to prevent any accidents. Problem is that in one of their raids, the Reavers got their hands on the second detonator. Until we get it back, we can't trigger the dam.
I'm surprised they don't have both detonators, seeing how incompetently things are run around here.
You'd share that view with Egon, but griping won't help us.
How did the Reavers get the detonator?
They caught us by surprise. Mass attack on one of our positions. In the panic, the detonator got left behind.
Do the Reavers know what they have?
I doubt it. They probably would have tried to ransom it to us. It's probably on the table, exactly where it was left. At least for now. So, we have to figure out how we can force the Reavers out of our fueling station so we can recapture the detonator. And we have to do it before the Albs attack, or they discover our plan.
Do you have a plan of attack?
Yes, but I'm more concerned about what happens after it. We've only got 6 clerics to man 2 monitoring posts. 3 on each side of the dam. We can attack, but I can't afford to take any casualties.
Where are these Reavers located?
As far as we know, they're still at the fueling station. We've not seen them leave those ruins since they took them. We were using it as a monitoring post until we were overrun. It's across there, at the other side of the dam.
I'll take care of the Reavers for you.
Do you really think you can take them all on? Well, if you think you can take them on, then I wish you luck. Will you join us on this attack? With you along, I know we can do this.
Yes. Let's begin the attack.
Let's go. Follow me. Let's take out these damn Reavers. We'll be fighting in a tight space, so watch for crossfire. We don't want to hit any friendlies. Remember, these Reavers care nothing for your lives, so show no quarter. We fight for Kalan. We fight for Ignadon. We fight for Magalan.
Power and strength. It can be admired, even in a building.
Cause trouble, you get trouble.
This one's mine.
Oh. Oh.
You're going down.
I think we're going to have to fight our way through this place.
The Reavers have been cleared out of your observation post.
Good work. You should report that to Albert. The fueling station was supposed to be his outpost after all. I'll see you around.
Reavers are all dead.
Kalan must have been watching over us today. We will send a message to Ignadon. Hopefully this time they'll send us the reinforcements we need. If we can hold these monitoring posts, we can hold Abessa. Take anything you find on the Reavers. You've earned it.
Magalan, our beautiful home. Born of Kalan and a gift to all. But not all is beauty out there. Amongst the wonders lies danger. So remember, don't just carry a weapon. Train how to use it. Plan your journeys to avoid the areas inhabited by the beasts of Magalan, and find safe places to stop. After all, not all of Kalan's creatures are helpful and friendly as Herbert. This is me broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness,